And
Good evening.
good evening. So we've been away for a little while, just enjoying life pretty much. You know, being on YouTube can consume a lot of time. Like what a lot of people don't know is to maintain a channel and to produce content, it requires a lot of time. So we're back for the time being. We do have some content we're going to put up. In the meanwhile, tonight is going to be about story time. Many times people always ask us, how did we meet? What's our story? So tonight we're going to share how we met, where we met at, and then we'll follow up more story times behind the story. So do you want to start or do you want me to start?
This story is so biased that...
But it's the truth. So these story times are going to be the truth. Some will just be me, some will be just her, but they're the truth. You can't hide from the truth. So we met initially about 10, maybe 11 years ago. Mm-hmm. And this was during some of my hot boy times. And I was out at this club. I can't remember the name.
We were let's go back to MySpace. We were MySpace friends, so we already technically, like, we were MySpace friends.
Yeah, you know how now even on social media, how you would see people on social media, and when you see them out, you know, is a little different, I guess. But needless to say, she was starstruck because she seen me out in person. I can't remember the club. I think the club name was like Sleep or something like that. Yeah. So to make a long story short, I came in the club, and her now still friend, we went to high school together. And when I just walked over to speak to her, you know, hey, you know, how you doing? And then, you know, I just felt like these eyes looking at me like I was a T-bone steak or something. Like they was ready to eat me. You know, Sharlice's eyes are already big, so it wasn't, you know, hard to notice it. So I look over and I'm like, how you doing? Like, you know, he's just eyeballing me. And, you know, I walked off, you know, all right, you know, I walked off. And then I kind of knew what it was, so I kind of circled back around again just to make sure I wasn't feeling myself too much. So when I circled back around, her friend was like, you know, my friend think, you know, you cute, or she want to holler at you.
I don't think she said nothing.
She did. Really she was like, you know, she said something because.
Well, if you said something, please comment below. Cause I don't remember.
She said like my friend, like, y'all remember like Morton when he met Gina and how Gina was like slobbing at the mouth and stuff over Morton. That's kind of how it was. But I was like, you know, I'm smooth with it, so I'm like, you know, I holler at her later, you know, ain't nothing. And I walked off.
I'll see you again.
Yeah, that's what I said. Okay, I'm sorry. I said, I'll see you again. And, you know, I walked off. And that was just my MO back then. Like, I always believed that if it's meant to be, I'll see her again. And if, you know, time presents itself, it presents itself. So, needless to say, I guess I did see her again. So after we first met, I did eventually see her again. And where was I? Was I out taking pictures? Mm-hmm. So I was running this magazine company, and I used to take photos in the nightlife, in the clubs and different things. So I always run into people. And we ran into each other again, and I took her picture, and I think you inboxed me. I think it's during Facebook time though. She inboxed me on Facebook for the picture, and I think I said you had to pay for it. I think I told her she had to pay for it. Somehow, some way, she got the picture, but then somehow, some way, we started talking, and so it's not dragged all out, but we started talking. But this was happened. She called me at a bad time because this was around 2008, 2009. And if anybody know me, know I'm a Lakers fan. This was around the summertime, actually around this time to be exact, because the Lakers was in the finals playing against Boston. And I had forgot that I set a date with her. I forgot that I told her we can go out. So she hit me up and I'm like, dang, I forgot, but I didn't tell her that. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm up at Hooters. You can come on up at Hooters and, you know, we can meet up here and watch the game. She hung up on me. And I'm like, shoot, all right, you know, whatever. Go me home, you know, nothing mattered at that point because it was the finals. Kobe Bean Bryant was playing. And I was like, man, I'll holler at her later. And I think you either deleted my number or something.
Yeah. Deleted you off Facebook and everything.
Yeah, she deleted me off Facebook, deleted my number.
You don't do that. That was our first initial, like, we wasn't dating, but that was our first time going out.
Yeah, we was just gonna be hanging out.
We just was talking.
And I don't think we had that many conversations on the phone.
We didn't.
Yeah, we didn't really have.
We had never talked on the phone yet. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't even think we was really talking on the phone. I think we just kind of like got straight to the point. Like, you know, let's go out. And so she deleted me, she blocked me, and
I don't think I blocked you. I think I just deleted you.
Yeah, I need to say I didn't really care, but because the Lakers was on, and I realized it once, like the next day or two, when I tried to contact her and she wouldn't answer the phone. Then fast forward, when she started stalking me. So then it's just
you
weird.
You better be glad my memory
so
is bad.
It's weird
and I can't
how like
everything
kind of happened.
That happened verbatim.
So after that point, I want to say no. So before we went out on a date, it wasn't for the pictures. That was I just seen you out in the club. That wasn't so. Let's rewind. So when we first went out. Was gonna go out on a date that wasn't from me taking pictures. I just seen her again out in the club, and then she inboxed me on Facebook, or we end up talking through social media from seeing each other in the club again that night. But now fast forward, when we end up meeting back up again was when I was out taking pictures, and then that's when she asked for the picture, because then at that point. Then she started just emailing me all the time, just randomly just emailing, and we just became friends. We just started just talking, just, you know, why is the skies blue? You know, why these chairs are red? We just started just talking, just harmless. And I remember always saying to myself, like, why did she just randomly always just email me? Like, she got my number. Like, why won't she just call me or text me? Why she emailing me?
In corporate America, working. We couldn't have our phones out like that.
So we basically emailed each other for a while. And then we just became really good friends. Like, we started hanging out just as friends. And, you know, she just became a good friend. I was thinking to myself during that time, like she's a cool person to hang out with. And then it blossomed to other things, but we'll get to that in another video. So for now, you guys know the truth of what happened when we first met, our first date.
That went bad. It wasn't the first date.
Yeah, that wasn't. Yeah, what was our real first date at?
I think it was at Red Lobster. I think it was at Red Lobster. Remember
was it for my birthday?
I took you out for your birthday to
Red
Lobster. Yep. Over there.
Okay, that was our real first date when she took me out to Red Lobster. I don't even know what year that was. 2010? I think it was 2010. She took me out for my birthday to Red Lobster. What a coincidence. Right. Took me to Red Lobster, huh? She probably missed that. That was a Beyonce reference. But
I know what you was talking about.
So our real first date, she took me out to Red Lobster for my birthday. Dang, our real first date, you paid for it.
Yep.
Man, look what that got you. But that was our real first date, just remembering, I guess. So we're gonna wrap this video up. We'll do some more story times this month. Comment below some things you guys would like to know about us, and we will try to touch base on them if they're not too too deep. Plan on trying to do some more videos. You know, Sharlice have a lot of videos coming up. I'm gonna do some more Come Ride With Me this month. And
this week.
Yeah, this week maybe too. Other than that, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment below. Let us know about some other story times you guys would like to hear. And we out.